You're watching theFirearmsChannel.com.
George Gifford here with theFirearmsChannel.com at Comic-Con International 2009 in beautiful San Diego. I'm here talking to Steve Lane with PropStore.com. Tell us a little bit about what we'll find if we go to PropStore.com.
We specialize in original props and costumes as memorabilia. So that can range from anything from a severed left foot from a zombie right the way through to the pulse rifle from Aliens.
Could you tell us a little bit about the pulse rifle, how you acquired it, a little bit of the background of the weapon or the prop you acquired?
Yeah, sure. This is one of a number of pulse rifles that was used in Aliens, which was the second film in the original series of films. And this particular model is one of the pieces that we acquired from the armorers who worked on the film originally, built the weapons for the movie. It's a company called Bapty & Co. in London. They produced, as I say, a number of the guns for the film. Some of the guns had different functionality to it. So a number had just live-fire Thompsons, other had the Remington shotgun built into them as well. This particular model has, or did have, a live-fire Thompson within it, and then just a dummy shotgun stock built into it as well. What's interesting for this particular weapon is that when they came back and did Alien 3, the guns had already been stripped back down again to their raw components. It was a very fast decision in Alien 3 to have the Marines come in at the end with pulse rifles. Didn't have any of the aluminium shrouds or enough of the aluminium shrouds available from the second film Aliens, and so they vac formed them. So what we can tell about this particular weapon is that the main carcass, the main body was an Aliens gun, and then the shroud is an Alien 3 shroud, as most of the original Alien shrouds were lost. Over in the UK we do actually have the one of the hero versions. This is as a partial hero, if you like, which has the shotgun built into it, and it still has the aluminium shroud as well.
In addition to the M41A, I see a couple other weapons here that are very popular, especially with Star Wars fans. Can you tell me a little bit about the blaster that I see in the case?
Yeah, absolutely. This is Han Solo's blaster from The Empire Strikes Back. It differs very slightly from the model that you see in Star Wars, the original film. And this particular style of gun that we see here was also used by Luke Skywalker as well in parts of the film. This is just a resin weapon, so it's not a live fire weapon, even though they would have had a live fire as well. So this would have been used for action sequences and scenes where they wouldn't have wanted to have a live fire weapon on set. It would be built with a metal internal support structure for it as well, as resin can become fragile at certain times too. And this we acquired from a private collection maybe about a year ago, something we've been looking for a number of years, and it's a really lovely example of this particular gun.
And it's very much a classic. If anybody wants to purchase these props, which they can at PropStore.com, what is the average price, say, for a prop? What's the range?
I don't think there's really an average price for a prop, because every prop is, well, generally every prop is different. The value is going to come down to a number of different factors. Its use within the film, how much time it gets on screen, its association with a principal actor or actress, how they handle it, wear it, etc., etc. And then how successful the film is, if it's becoming a cult classic. But really, you can find items on our website from sort of the entry to the market at $50 or even less, right the way through to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and right up into six figures for some pieces, which come along from time to time as well.
All of these pieces are pieces of cinematic history, hands down. Everything here is pretty much one of a kind, isn't it?
Yeah, this is really the ethos of our company. You know, it's why the company came about is, first of all, the excitement of owning an original piece of movie history, but also very quickly we had this understanding that a lot of this material over the years has just been discarded, it's been thrown away. For a number of production companies and film companies over the years, once the product is in the can, i.e. the film itself, everything else is really of no value to them. And so a huge amount of material over the years has been thrown away, and we realized that if we didn't act quite quickly trying to track down some of this material that was still left in lofts and garages, that it would be gone for good. And so a lot of the pieces that you see here today are part of the Prop Store collection, as well as doing this for a living, as well as really enjoying working with the community and finding pieces for other collectors. We are collectors as well. This is where it all stemmed from. And so, yeah, I mean, we're very passionate about that aspect of it, very passionate.
That shows, that very much shows. So if you want to join cinematic history and own a piece of science fiction history, go to PropStore.com. Thank you, Stephen, very much. I'm George Gifford with theFirearmsChannel.com at Comic-Con 2009.
You're watching theFirearmsChannel.com.